things, and I love this country. So that's why I became a poll challenger. So I received my credential and waited in line since 12:37 p.m. November 4th. And so I wasn't allowed to get in there until 6:20 p.m. on the 4th. So many others were not allowed in there either. So that's number one. Number two, I walked to table 14, introduced myself as a poll challenger, and I wanted to ask, were there any Democrats or Republicans or nonpartisan independents? And the table manager told me, you can ask them, and nobody said anything. And they said, send away. So I felt, okay, well, that's kind of a little bit hostile. So number three, so when I walked around at 8:40 p.m. on the 4th, I saw a name appeared on 2 monitors. And why I paid attention, because that was a military ballot, and I saw later, and that's why I remembered this, this name. And then the fourth thing was the printing of the remarks and the voter list at the end of counting took as long as 4 hours. So the last shift was supposed to end by 9 p.m., but some of the prints did not get done until 1:30 a.m. on the 5th. And so one table had a gentleman tried to print a dozen times and failed, so he got so frustrated and he put his backpack on and just left without signing anything. So that's the fifth scenario I saw was...
1 minute.
Okay, thank you. So they could leave. So sometime later, there were only like 2/3 of the people left. So the other thing I counted as, how many workers at each table left at that time. So I have the details, but I don't mention it here. So seventh, so one of the male Democrat poll challengers kept talking about, Joe Biden and Donald Trump. We were not supposed to talk politics. And eighth, some of the limit strip on the ballot cases were not put on, and some some postal mailbox were left open there, and that was concerning. So then I tried to, down the SEO number, and then 2 Democrats stood, blocked my view, and a supervisor came over, grabbed my credential, and took photo and just left. So that's how I was treated. I hope that we had that process so people can trust the system, and I came here for freedom and for liberty, but this was so disappointing. And I hope that our legislators would do something, make better policy to fix up the loopholes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time today and your testimony. Any questions?
Just very
Senator
quickly,
Tice.
Grace, it's amazing to see you. Thank you for all that you've done. She has worked her tail off for American integrity and elections. So I just wanted to say thank you. I know personally your efforts, and I very much appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love this country.